Today we'll dive into Josh Giddey's 2021-2022 NBA season. How is he already breaking records? Like how? We'll also compare him to other rookies in the league to see how Josh Giddey's achievements hold up. We'll also be discussing other Australian basketball overachiever Joe Ingles and how the current season is shaping up for him. Stay tuned to find out more. First, let's look at Josh Giddey's season. Josh Giddey's 2021-2022 season is looking up to be just as impressive as we had anticipated. The 19-year-old Oklahoma City Thunder point guard was picked 6th overall in the 2021 NBA draft. He's already winning awards for accomplishing some really remarkable feats. Originally from Australia, he's doing a fantastic job of representing his home country and stealing the hearts of Americans. He was honored with the Western Conference Rookie of the Month award for October and November alongside Evan Mobley, winner of the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month award. Josh Giddey impressively has the highest number of assists on his team this season. He's also recognized as being the third teenager in NBA history to tally over 100 assists and another 100 rebounds in his first 20 games. Although he's sick with the flu bug at the moment, we're excited to see him make his return once he has passed the health and safety protocols. Overtime Elite. We may be seeing more ultra-young NBA players breaking records over the next little while. A new group called Overtime Elite has been making waves in the sports community for a couple years now. Their program offers exceptionally high salaries, specialized education, and support to athletes with big league potential. They also have a strong presence on social media, and all these factors combined make their program very appealing to young folk. Overtime Elite's support of their athletes is genuine, and participants have access to all sorts of tools and resources through the program. They're able to choose a mentor to help guide them on a more personal level, as well as receive community support from other members of the group. Their life skills curriculum greatly surpasses that of any public school, making sure their athletes are educated in financial literacy, mental health awareness, and business management. They're also taught how to best use social media to their advantage. Giddey versus Cunningham. Who's the better rookie? Josh Giddey isn't the only rookie point guard who's showing promise this season. This is especially true for Detroit Pistons point guard Cade Cunningham. Cunningham broke records when he became the youngest NBA player in history to score 5 three-pointers in a game. They're equal in many ways, exactly the same height, close in age, and their stats are sitting at around the same numbers. They have both been making headlines while also playing teams that are not exactly winning many games. Both Giddey and Cunningham might be an indication of a new direction in point guard style players with wide wingspans who are not necessarily ultra fast or athletic. They both like to set up their teammates and turn the ball over quite quickly. One difference worth noting stat-wise would be that Cunningham hits a higher percentage of his free throws. Next, Australia's place in the world of basketball. The National Basketball League is Australia's largest professional basketball organization. When imagining Australia, what does it immediately think of? Basketball, football, soccer, or even water sports like surfing are more often associated with the continent of Oceania. Quite surprisingly to many, basketball in Australia has existed for nearly as long as it has in America, although the league itself is about 30 years younger than the NBA. The Australian men's national basketball team, or the Boomers as they're often referred to, notably scored bronze in the 2020 Olympics after an impressive run in Japan. The Boomers have also won numerous gold medals at the FIBA World Cup. Now is Joe Ingles out of steam? Another Australian basketball player who holds some impressive records is Joe Ingles. He plays forward for the Utah Jazz and also represents Australia in international basketball competitions. He holds the record for most three-pointers made for the Utah Jazz. He can also boast playing the most consecutive NBA games in the franchise's history, in fact, when he didn't miss a match for over 6 years. He played an impressive 418 consecutive basketball games before having to go on medical leave for an Achilles tendon injury. Ingles returned this season after minimal recovery time or rest following the Olympic season this past summer. This season, Ingles has started to show some indicators of, well, his age, but we highly doubt that his career would drop off so steeply after the kind of run he's had. There have been reports of his being ejected mid-game as of late, and he gets a lot of playtime normally, averaging around 25 minutes per game actually. We think reducing his playtime playtime will help Ingles get the momentum he's had in his career without him, playing himself to a total burnout. Nonetheless, his recent scoring run has kept him in the public eye. Ingles has been sitting at just under an 8-point game average, which is only slightly lower than his career average. The Jazz have had a pretty consistent winning streak in the past few weeks, aside from a very close game that was lost against the New Orleans Pelicans. Next up, injury report is Klay Thompson done for good. The NBA has seen its fair share of injuries this year. Golden State Warriors convetted forward Klay Thompson's sideline comes as a hard blow after his missing the entire 2020-2021 season. The torn ACL in his left knee had finally been feeling better after rigorous therapy and treatment, and now Thomas is looking at another extended recovery period after tearing his right Achilles tendon. Magnetic resonance imaging tests indicate that the damage is unfortunately extensive. This is an especially hard hit to the Golden State Warriors, who are still down center Jason Wiseman, who will not be playing until at least 2022. Thompson has been scrimmaging with the team with no definitive plans to return. Another victim to an ACL injury, Kawhi Leonard of Los Angeles Clippers is still sidelined after a surgery back in June. A recent hip contusion might become a problem for Stephen Curry, although he hasn't shown any outward signs of struggle. He had only missed a single game due to the hip injury, so hopefully it doesn't become a reoccurring issue for the two-time MVP. Next are COVID safety protocols, a little fishy. COVID-19 has tightened safety protocols and health measures in every corner of the globe. Professional sports are especially closely monitored, with athletes coming into extremely close contact to one another, as well as traveling all over the world. To prevent a total sports blackout, rigorous testing is required to ensure that leagues don't become responsible for a COVID super spreader event. LeBron James has claimed that the whole COVID testing protocol is fishy. He was forced to miss 4 games over a 10 period due to a positive COVID test on November 29th. He has been quarantined since November 30th, but he has made it very clear that he suspects some foul play is at work. He has been tested over 8 times while in isolation, with only the first indicating any sort of indication that there may be COVID present in his system. This comes at a very emotionally charged time. With vaccine debates ramping up all across the world, there has been some controversy surrounding Irving of the Brooklyn Nets, who has spoken openly about why he has chosen not to get the vaccine, citing personal choice. His team's home base of New York City has sanctioned a citywide vaccine mandate for the private sector, a first of its kind in the country. The team's management has their hands tied, and he has chosen to distance himself from the franchise until further notice. Worst loss in history? In a truly impressive feat of dominance, the Memphis Grizzlies completely annihilated the Oklahoma City Thunder on the evening of December 2nd, 2021. The final score was 152-79, which is the hardest point differential in NBA history at 73 points. The two teams broke the previous record, which was set nearly 30 years ago. The previous record was a 68-point differential when the Miami Heat destroyed the Cleveland Cavaliers on their home turf on December 17, 1991. Point guard DeAnthony Melton had this to say about his team's astronomical win. "Man, it feels great. It feels great to be in the history books, especially in front of our home crowd, and we all got to get in the game, so it's always a blessing. We knew with Morton going down what we had to do. We had to step up, and step up they did. Nobody could ever argue that one." Thanks for taking time to watch this video. We hope we answered some of your top questions about recent NBA news today. After highlighting some of the more unfortunate injuries and losses this month, there's still reason to look forward to an exciting 2021-2022 NBA season. Do you think Klay Thompson will ever make a return? Which point guard rookie will be one to watch this season? Let us know your opinions down below, and make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for all the most recent NBA news. Catch you on the next one.